Welcome back to the OMB Law Board. I'm Simon Bennett, and today I have our body corporate partner, Juliette Nairn. Juliette, welcome back.
Thank you, Simon. It's good to be back.
Okay, this mysterious thing called body corporate committees. No one really knows what they are or how they should operate. But these committees are dealing with often millions of dollars worth of assets, making decisions regarding property or other valuable assets, often without any qualifications at all, and without an understanding of their obligations or the formal process that they should go through in their decision making. Juliette, you deal with this all the time.
Yes, that's exactly right, Simon. Unfortunately, we are at committee meetings every week, which is great. But the reason we're often at committee meetings every week is because sometimes our individual lot owners are needing to resolve a dispute, deal with issues of transparency, because the bottom line is I'm a lot owner. I come from a whole range of different backgrounds and I don't have any expertise in being a professional committee meeting. I may not have ever sat on a board of directors before or run a business, and I'm thrust into a situation where I'm making decisions on behalf of a very expensive asset and I'm relying upon my other lot owners to help me with those decisions.
So if you want to understand the role of committees, of body corporates, the obligations, and a better understanding of what risks you might face as a committee member, tune in for this episode now as we drill down on all things body corporate committees. So Juliette, let's start at the beginning. Tell us about this committee. What is it? How does it form and how do people get on it?
Well, that's the best place to start, of course. In terms of that, as lot owners will know about community title living, I'm a lot owner, I get to vote at a general meeting. And a lot of people don't take it much further than that. But behind that, our body corporate does not exist and we cannot make committee decisions or any decisions on behalf of a body corporate unless we have a formal committee. And that means that I, as a lot owner, I need to put my hand up. It's not glamorous. I don't get a thank you. People don't appreciate it. And I definitely don't get paid because I'm a volunteer.
Damn.
No money.
Oh. Okay, well, let's get into it. Through the goodness of my heart, I've decided that I'm going to get on this committee.
Yes.
And I often think of body corporates like companies. I know they're not. And the committee is kind of like the board of directors. So I'm on this board of directors. I'm on this committee.
Correct.
Now I'm responsible for this multi-million-dollar building and all the decisions.
Correct. That's exactly right.
What do I do?
And some of those decisions are within your power as a committee and some of them are outside the power of the committee.
But how do I know?
That's exactly right. Where is our starting point in going through the mystery of being on a committee? So I go to my general meeting. I'm nominated. At the annual general meeting, I become the chairperson of the body corporate. The first thing that I need to do is I should actually ask for some one-on-one time with my body corporate manager to take me through what is the role of a chairperson and what do I do as a chairperson of a body corporate. A lot of people think that becoming a chairperson of a body corporate means I am the sole person that all information must come into and out of a body corporate. And sometimes we take that a bit too far into social settings. So having a formal committee meeting around a barbecue, a swimming pool, in a garage is not good governance for the body corporate.
But I thought being a committee member would be a bit of fun. I thought I'd get on, it'd be a bit of a social thing. I don't have formal qualifications. I don't know about bodies corporate. When should I get advice?
That's right. So the starting point is as soon as you nominate, understand what is going to be those roles and obligations, sitting down with your body corporate manager, going through the Commissioner's Office website, touching base with appropriate experts. And there's a range of experts in the field, including us, of course, in those areas. And actually sitting with your body corporate manager and understanding, how do I make a professional decision on behalf of this body corporate with a group of my other committee members?
Okay, and have I got risk?
Yes.
Well, that's not good.
It is a reason why, as part of our body corporate insurance, we have office bearers indemnity insurance.
So we need to make sure that the appropriate insurances are in place.
Correct. So first step, that's a great idea.
Fantastic. Let's get into some detail. Let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly of body corporate committees. Why don't we start with the bad?
We're going to start with the bad. That's exactly right.
Let's kick that off.
What is a difficult situation that arises is I'm a member of the committee. As part of that, I shortcut the process because I think I'm going to save money for my lot owners. I'm going to save money for my body corporate because what I'm going to do is we're not going to have our body corporate manager involved in our meetings. We're going to make decisions around the poolside and we'll just get our little group of 5 committee members together. We'll write it down on a piece of paper and that'll be the decisions that we make. Unfortunately, that's well intended. Like people think that's a good idea. It's just not. We need good governance. We need our body corporate managers involved. The first thing that we need to understand is what is our statutory obligations. If I'm going to call a committee meeting, so the secretary of the body corporate calls a committee meeting with the assistance of the body corporate manager, I am going to send out a notice and agenda to every lot owner. Why? Because each lot owner needs to be involved and understand what is the decision-making process and what is the committee thinking. As part of that notice and agenda, I'm going to invite you, Simon, as a lot owner to say, hey, we're having a formal committee meeting. Would you like to come along? And the reason we ask that question is because lot owners do wish to be involved. It's transparency, it's good governance, and it identifies what is the decisions that we're going to make that day.
Okay, so a social setting meeting, round the pool with a couple of beers, no go.
That's a bad idea.
Okay. What's a good one?
We are going to hold our formal committee meeting in the boardroom of our body corporate management company or in the boardroom of our building because we may have working spaces in our building. Why? Because we're going to start with a professional setting. If we start with a professional setting, then we're able to get rid of the ugly part, potentially, of body corporate committees.
All right. And getting advice early, bringing experts in, legal experts, other consultants, managers.
That's exactly right. As part of that, think of all the bits and pieces that go together with a building. We're dealing with multi-million-dollar budgets. We're dealing with repair and maintenance of our building. We're dealing with complaints by lot owners. We're dealing with requests to put maybe shade sails on the western side of our building because of the sun. It gets hot. Do we want a hodgepodge of sails or do we want beautiful consistency with respect to that?
And committee members just won't have expertise in all of those areas.
No, that's exactly right.
Bring in the experts. All right. So if we get things wrong, tell us about the ugly. What have you seen? What's happened?
In terms of the ugly regarding our committee meetings, it is the name calling. It is the talking over people. It is the lack of transparency of decisions. It is people going with personal agendas and not the best interests of the body corporate as a whole. It's not understanding who has a conflict of interest when they sit on a committee, or is it a minority trying to control the majority of the decision-making of the lot owners? And unfortunately, when that happens, it's like little bits of gossip running through the building. And then once that gossip starts, then we get name calling. Then we get defamation concerns notices, then we get breach of privacy, and then we get factions. And once we have a faction in a body corporate, well, it's very hard to undo that and start again. So we want to stop all of that before it happens.
So just like my board of directors example at the start with good governance.
Professional setting,
polite interaction between parties, and expert advice when needed.
Correct. That's exactly right. And what that will create for us is we'll be in an environment like our boardroom where we have a record of the proper decisions being made, and that gets sent to you as a lot owner. So you know that the body corporate has made a decision that on the western side of the building, we're going to have a bylaw that deals with shade sails, and these are our forms and conditions that we're going to have regarding it. And everyone goes, oh, I get that. I understand where that's going. And I understand that if a lot owner wants it, the lot owner is going to pay for that, or is that a body corporate expense? It creates good governance through transparency, through good record keeping. And then when that chairperson moves on and a new chairperson takes over, we have a formal record of all of those decisions.
And I'm sure you see all the time examples of really well-organised, well-run committees, and unfortunately the opposite of really badly run committees.
Yes. And in terms of an harmonious living environment, because that's what community title scheme is, we want to live as community members, and we might just want to be the investor who lets it out every now and again. But as part of that, we still need to be involved in the decision-making process. And I want to know that the money that I'm paying through levies is being spent by the committee in an appropriate way that manages our buildings correctly. And using the expertise of us as legal representation, but also our body corporate managers, is going to make a big difference in the future value of your building.
So, Juliette, is there any tips or tricks for a chairperson of a body corporate on how to get their committees operating effectively?
Yes, Simon, you'd be amazed at how many times we actually get asked that question, to the extent that what we've done at OMB is we've actually created a chairperson's checklist for committee meetings. And the reason why we did that is because it's a simple tick and flick to make sure that all the compliance obligations are there, and it helps a meeting run smoothly, just puts a bit more confidence into our chairpersons in running meetings because they may not have done it before.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to have a special offer for any of our listeners or viewers. If you hit checklist in the comment below in this podcast, we'll shoot you a copy of that checklist for your body corporate.
Ah, excellent.
Well, Juliette, super informative learning about body corporate committees, how they should operate and how they shouldn't operate, and what value they can provide to their buildings if they operate well. So to our listeners and viewers, if you've got any questions or comments, hit the comments section below. We'll get back to you, or contact Juliette and our body corporate team about efficient and effective operation of your body corporate committee. Thanks, Juliette.
Thank you, Simon.
And we'll see you on the next episode of the OMB podcast.